Well, good afternoon, Kim Kita. Welcome to the Magnolias, our plant series, which is really an opportunity to tell the story of the Magnolias, how we came to be, and a little bit about who each of us are. And Kim, as I've learned more about the type of work you do, the complexity of the challenges you've faced, and the type of human being that you are, it has absolutely amazed me. You inspire me every day. So maybe tell us a little bit more about what your focus is today in your work and really what's most important to you.
Thank you, Darcy. I really appreciate that introduction. It was definitely a pivotal point in my life when I first met you and when I first got involved with the Academy. I had been following a very nonlinear career path. So I spent about 10 years working in hospice care, and then I was working in corporate finance and then city government. The point at which I met you was right when I started my position as a director of CSU Todos Santos Center. And the support that I received from the Academy and from the fellows and the community of people really gave me the stamina to meet the challenges as well as the opportunities that that program afforded me. So we're now probably in about our 6th year with the center being open. And it's been just such a pleasure to be able to work with the team in Todos Santos. One of my guiding philosophies is that, the path is just as important as the destination. And when I had a lot of pressure to start this new educational center from literally ground up, the pressure was definitely, let's develop this quickly and let's have something fabulous happening as fast as possible. And so I really had that philosophy in my mind that in order to go fast, you have to start by going slow. And I really base the work I do on the relationships with the people I work with and put a high value on a sense of teamwork and working together. So that's definitely been one of my guiding philosophies to get me to this point. And again, I attribute a lot of my stamina as well as my ability to work in conditions of uncertainty to my time and my learning with the Academy for Systems Change.
So what drew you to become part of the Magnolias and what really keeps you in this work?
Well, because I benefited so much from my time as a fellow with the Academy, I was really excited about the prospect of being able to give back and also the idea of working together with a group of women to be able to create something new and something that would be of benefit to other women as well. And so one of the things that I've experienced with the Magnolias is this particular quality of conversation. So together we really create a space where we all listen to each other and we're all challenged to be able to articulate our experiences and then to relate to each other so that it's a very active listening. And what I like is that it's not about being perfect. It's about being completely ourselves. And it's about being human and creating a space that's both challenging for us to be able to grow while being extraordinarily kind and gentle and loving so that we know that we're all in this together. We come from very, very different backgrounds. And that, I think, as a group makes us a lot stronger, that diversity of experience and of perspective.
Going back to the areas of focus for the Magnolias, the climate crisis, the UN Sustainable Development Goals, Which of
Yeah.
those areas of focus really draw you in and resonate with you, and how you might apply this in your work?
Thank you. So this might sound really contradictory, especially for a women's group that has a strong focus on climate change. I've certainly been aware of climate change. I've read articles about it. I've been interested in it, especially since joining the Magnolias group. That said, I tend to be a bit of a pessimist in terms of whether or not we have enough time to really change the trajectory that our world is going in terms of the environmental and the human impacts of climate change. And I've been thinking about that and thinking about that inconsistency within myself. And what I realize is that I draw a deep sense of meaning from being present to other people and being present to myself. So this idea again that the path is just as important as the destination, I think it's really important to keep in mind the vision of what our world could look like if we are able to reverse climate change, if we are able to address all of these impacts of climate crisis. And from the vantage point where we're sitting right now, there are a lot of things I feel very committed to. So first of all, we know that women are the first to feel the impacts of all of the crises of our time, particularly the most marginalized among us. And so that's something that inspires me. If there's anything I can do to be present to myself and to other women, particularly women in leadership roles and women who are really trying to make a difference in the world, then I see that as my purpose.
Beautiful. That's great. Okay, final question. Part of the vision and purpose of the Magnolias is to engage other women thought leaders, no matter what title they hold, no matter what their age, no matter what their background, so that we can really connect and pollinate different ideas that will accelerate our collective work towards reaching our goals around climate crisis, the SDGs, by 2030. So what is one challenge you would throw out to everyone listening to take up that will help move us in a positive direction?
I think one challenge is to be as fully present as you can be. And in regard to the Magnolias, to expand your notion about what does it mean to be a woman leader and what does it mean to engage around climate crisis, because that topic is really very broad and there are so many ways to engage with it and to be effective and to benefit from the community of women we're developing in terms of being able to support each other when we get tired. It's really hard work. And sometimes we need to stop and cocoon and just take care of ourselves and take care of each other. And then that enables us to continue on in the world. And so my challenge to other women is to picture yourself as part of this group. It's a very diverse group. We are introverts, we are extroverts. We have all different identities that really influence our perspectives, and that's value. We've been able to invite others into our group so far, and it's been a very beneficial process for everyone, very, very inclusive. And it's nice to see a group that's strong enough such that others can come, people might go, and still there's a continuity that provides a lot of support and a very strong container for dialogue.
Amen, Kim. Thank you so much. And there's so much ahead of us.
It's knowing that no one of us can do this alone. that we need each other. And not only do we need each other, but we need people who are different than us. So who is it that's not yet present that we would like to include in these conversations, so that together we can make a difference, and together we can bear witness and bring some sense of ease and comfort to each other, even as we face some of the most difficult challenges that we